requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting, the Home Issue Bureau and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 16, 2016. It was also posted on the municipal bulletin board and should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson.
Here.
Councilman Ficarra.
Here.
Councilwoman Drum.
Here.
Councilwoman De Jesus.
Here.
Councilman Spiller.
Here.
Councilman Small. Councilman Patel.
Here.
Vice President Mann.
Here.
And President Dillon. Here. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from June 13th, 2017?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Beginning with second reading ordinances this evening, we're going to take letters A, B, and C by consent. They're all amendments to Chapter 7 in the revised general ordinances. The first is to set a new speed limit for the entire length of Chino Hills Road. The second is to make some amendments to handicap parking spaces for private residences. There's both delete and add, and that includes both B and C. If I can get a motion to take these ordinances up on second and third reading and the public hearing be opened.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letters A, B, and C. A, B, and C only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter D is an amendment to Chapter 17, Section 9, the Tenant Protection Substandard Housing and Overcrowding Elimination Ordinance. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter D only.
Mike, or
Yes, please.
good evening, Tom Maris, Fulton, New Jersey. In promulgating this amendment, how many units have been found in the past to be guilty of this kind of violation? Do we have any idea?
No.
The reason we're enacting it.
No, we don't have that on hand.
What was the motivation for doing this then? You know,
I guess the building department receiving complaints.
That's what I'm asking. You must have.
Yeah, but we don't have a record how many.
Okay, you don't keep a record of that, even though.
There probably is, but not right here.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments from the public on letter D only? Seeing no other comments from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter D is an amendment to section 13-1, the longevity pay program. This is for the program. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter E only.
No, I saw you was going into the mic, I'm sorry. Okay, as the Tom Maris, Fulton, New Jersey. What, if any, savings might this represent to the township? Is there any?
Council President, it's housekeeping. We abolished the longevity plan several years ago by executive order. It's just cleaning up the ordinances.
If that was done, why is it taking several years to promulgate this?
We haven't paid longevity for several years, so it was really
housekeeping.
It's housekeeping.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the public on letter E? Seeing no other comment, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Second.
Comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter F, ordinance adopting the Quincy Court redevelopment plan. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Public hearing is now open on letter F only.
Good evening, Council President, Roger Bob, Wolfline. If the public isn't familiar with this area, this is the place, this is the property over by the old Pathmark over there, and it's a street that was formerly East William Street. It's been renamed Quincy Court, okay? Am I right so far?
I'm not aware of the previous names before Quincy.
Well, it's East William Street back there. Anyway, there's a business there now, and it's 2.1 acres. I looked at the thing over there.
If you say so.
The thing on there, hey, you're supposed to be up on this. It was Exhibit A on there. So the parcel is generally small in size, and for any type of residential development, plus it's limited by the sewage pipes and stuff like that that's on here. I don't know how you're going to put an apartment complex on there. That's what Exhibit A says. You are going to put an apartment complex back there, right?
No plans have been submitted yet.
No plans are been submitted. All right. It abuts the railroad. It abuts the parkway.
And I'm sure the board will take that all into consideration.
They're talking about shuttle buses to shuttle the people into the parking, but for the lack of parking in there. And come on, I mean, you know, you're jamming the area, you're destroying another neighborhood, right, with housing back there. The lot is
there's no plans that have come forward yet, so
Exhibit
it's really irresponsible to say that right now.
Molina speaks of the building of apartment space there.
Possible future.
Possible future?
Yes.
Okay. Is that false information or false press or what? Come on. I mean, this is crazy over here.
Well, then, when the application comes forward, go to the board, who's ever looking at it, and express your concern.
Get Connery over there too for the right of way, and we'll get the pipeline people there too, because hey, you never know what's going to be buried there. But I hope you do pass it, and I hope it does get knocked down, because you're turning a residential area into a commercial space again. Thank you. And build. Thank you.
Any other comments from the public?
Yes.
Yeah, Tom Maris Sports. If I heard Council President Molina correctly, there is no plan yet. What are you adopting if not a plan?
That is what the area is designated could be. But there's been no plan submitted, correct, Ms. Levesky?
That's correct.
When will that plan be forthcoming?
I guess when someone's interested in putting one forward.
So you're adopting something, you have no idea what someone's going to do?
We're making the land into redevelopment area, a possible
Thank you.
future.
Any other comments from the public?
I have a question.
Then you need to go to the mic, please.
Zoning.
And your name and where you live.
Joanne Milchak, Hope Lawn. We just found out about this through the newspaper. If there are plans in the future, will we be notified?
If you live within 200 feet of the area.
She does, okay.
And there will be, even if you're not personally sent a letter, it will be advertised in the newspaper, in public notices.
Okay, but if it's within the 200 feet, it will definitely...
Yes, the board would send you a letter.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Parking. Any other questions, comments from the public? Seeing none, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law? Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letters G, H, and I are first reading ordinances. Can I get a motion that the ordinance will be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on June 30th, 2017, with notice of public hearing to be held on July 11th, 2017 at 7 p.m.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We'll also take resolutions 1 through 39. Council, if you can just look at number 36 and tell me who's abstaining, please. And I'll take a motion to approve them by consent.
Mr. Mitchell, abstain.
From 36.
36, right?
Okay. Any other comments? Can I get a motion to approve them by consent?
Motion.
Abstain.
Thank you. You got a second? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Okay, at this portion of the meeting, we will now go to the public. I ask that you go to the mic your name and your address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Good evening, Council President George Walker, 1. Go ready for the fireworks coming this July 3rd?
Yep.
Everything said? Let's hope the weather cooperates, right? We don't want the other kind of fireworks, the lightning kind on there.
Right.
We don't want to I asked about on Lake Avenue and stuff like that up in Colonia. I was up there biking. They're knocking the bricks and stuff like that off the bridges. Are they doing anything up there, or is it just masonry, or what? Did anybody hear anything about that?
Administration, like Lake Avenue, is that where?
Yeah.
No.
They're doing it on the Parkway too, on Route 1 and stuff like that too. So
Okay, we're not aware of it.
What's that? Okay. Okay, that parking problem we got over there by Galena Manor. I mean, you know, these poor people got that monster manor built over there. Where they going to park?
Next.
Next, you want to talk about it? There is
We
no
already
problem.
discussed this, Mr. Maris.
I know you.
I'm not going to talk about it
I'm not
anymore.
Mr. Maris.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm looking at you as I'm sorry, I want
Here, see, Gerard, Tom.
Okay.
All right, different over here.
Sorry, Mr. Maris. Yes, Mr. Chewbacca.
Okay, okay, on that. We talked about the thing. Are those, on that one ordinance you did pass tonight for the residency and stuff like that for renting residential property, is that for targeted at the paying guest houses?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, that'll be good on that. Why are you spending 10 grand on Zamboni improvements in community center? I love that word, Zamboni.
It has to be maintained, upkeep.
The room?
No, the machine.
10 grand for that. Can we get another one? Another one there. Okay, I brought up before about those bikes with the police department, and they were involved with the chief, and they were doing work on the bike at the city garage. Now, if we're getting these motorcycles, right, and God forbid, a Woodbridge police officer gets hurt. I mean,
I'm sure our police department and the mechanics will look over it, even, and make sure everything's fine.
Hey, these are Harleys, man, and you gotta watch, they're fine-tuning machines. And you gotta get these things, looked at and stuff like that, we don't want anything to happen with them.
Absolutely. For safety is first.
Big, it's paramount, the best equipment. This thing, what I'm talking about right here, make sure you get that, okay? All right, and let's see what else we got here. That's about it. And as Kate Smith would say, God bless America to everybody. Everybody have a happy 4th.
Thank you, you too.
Are there any other comments from the public?
Good evening again, Tom Maris. Last night I had the opportunity and pleasure to be down in Sayreville, attending one of the borough council meetings. The topic, the heavy topic, was about co-housing. Quite a turmoil going on down there. Basically, they have about 780, I'm rounding, units that they need to fulfill by the mandates of the court. As you know, COA itself kind of imploded and relegated out to individual judges to start mandating to the townships or boroughs what they need to do in the way of fulfilling those obligations. In that connection, where does Woodbridge Township stand on the number of units it has to fulfill?
Mr. Landale, do we have that information?
Council President, I was going to mention it this evening with my report, but we've received a final judgment of repose on Middlesex County Superior Court this past week, so we no longer have a litigation issue at all. We're completed.
Okay, we made a final. How many? We don't have to do any more houses. We're done.
That's correct.
No more affordable houses, just to reaffirm.
That's correct. Right?
Well,
As of right now, that's what the court has
as
said.
of right now, we're not mandated. Our agreement calls for review upon submittal of plans.
And that is now available on renewal request?
Yeah, I guess some form of it would be, I don't know if we got the final signed copy yet. Yeah, the final, we haven't gotten the judge's signed copy, but it's forthwith.
Some time ago, the administration indicated it was undertaking a task of listing all the abandoned houses or properties within the township with an eye toward possibly moving towards foreclosure or taking those properties over. Has that list been completed?
Mr. Landolfi?
Yes. It's ongoing, but yes, we've done several, we've done more than one publication of it.
I believe it's been quite a few years, perhaps almost 30 years, since the town did a last evaluation of property valuations. Is there any immediate plan when that might be redone? We know that there's been a dramatic shift in home values.
No.
Any reason why it won't be?
At this point, don't know.
Don't you think it would be benefit to the town, people that own homes?
I don't know
properties
that.
in this township? Well, that's why you do the study.
I don't know that.
It was mentioned last night at the Sayreville meeting that Woodbridge was in the papers. I didn't have to see the article. And I believe it was 96 units are going to now go to senior housing, and there'll be government-sponsored funding or grants to pay for that housing. Will that be all-inclusive? In other words, no money out of Woodbridge taxpayers' coffers for those units? And the other part of that question, if those are 90-some-odd units, whatever they may be, are those replacement units, or will they be additive to the senior housing that already exists in the
I don't
town?
know what was referred to in Sayreville, I can't comment for that.
Yeah, what 96 units where?
They didn't say. They just said it had been in the Starlit. Again, I apologize. I did not see the article, but the man who was speaking apparently was well informed and did mention the article. Be it Home News Tribune or the Starlit. That Woodbridge Township had grant federal to increase housing for seniors.
We don't have any information on that.
I'll try and get some more information and bring it back to you. Is there any record for any of the town council members as to their attendance at these meetings other than individual dates? In other words, these are paid positions. Nobody sits up here as a volunteer. Taxpayers are paying them some amount of stipend for their services. But do we track who's here and who's not and when?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the public? Any other comments? Can I get a motion on the public portion of this meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, at this point, we will now go to our agendas. Let's see here. Agenda portion. My agenda is in order, and I will go to Council Vice President Meehan.
Thank you. My agenda is in order also. I would just like to, I had the honor of, like a few other council people, to sit and watch the graduations this week for the high school students, and it was great to see these kids walk out and just such a bright future in front of them. So the ones I didn't shake their hands, like I think I did 337 sweaty hands that day, but it was wonderful. And the ones I didn't wish, I just wish all of our graduating class at Woodbridge Township a very happy and bright future and a safe summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Jerome.
Thank you, Council President. I was honored as well to attend Woodbridge High School graduation, and my sentiments exactly, Councilwoman Meehan, to the graduates that I didn't have an opportunity to shake their hands and congratulate them. Congratulations on your future endeavors. My agenda is in order. I just want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July, and we hope that everyone takes advantage of the wonderful firework display at Alvin P. Williams Park on July 3rd. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Council President. And in accordance with the theme, I would like to congratulate the graduates as well. It was the Woodbridge High School graduation was well done. I commend Principal Lattman and his staff on another successful year at Woodbridge High School. I would like to remind everyone that the Adult Summer Reading Club is in effect in Woodbridge. The registration begins June 19th, so you have until now, between now and August 11th. You can register online with the Woodbridge Public Library, so woodbridgepubliclibrary.org, or at your own Woodbridge Public Library location. Regarding employment, sorry, 1 second, I just need to pull up the WIC Corporation. Here we go. second. Just bear with me. Okay. Sorry, Council President.
Take your time.
All right. The wood companies have a maintenance position. Maintenance technician positions needed for the Wood Companies LLC, a New Jersey property holding company with a growing commercial portfolio. The successful candidate should be well organized and have a maintenance or construction background, general familiarity with carpentry, HVAC, plumbing, and light electrical is preferred. If you have a specific experience, then you may be considered for a specific position as well. Our headquarters are in Woodbridge, New Jersey, and would prefer that you live within 45 minutes of Woodbridge. Seeking a self-motivated individual who can work with managers, subcontractors, and other staff. We pride ourselves in customer service, so the ability to communicate effectively with our commercial tenants is essential. If you are interested in this maintenance position, phone number is 730-750-4444. There are also positions with, as mentioned before, Coney Island Auto Parts. Chick-fil-A is looking for employees here in Woodbridge. They have early shifts and later shifts available. Lightbridge Academy. Farmers Insurance is hiring. Trinity Episcopal Church is looking for a bookkeeper. A qualified candidate will have accounting or bookkeeping experience with QuickBooks. They should contact Trinity Church at rector@trinitywoodbridge.org or Mother Angie at 732-634-7422, extension 11. That is all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll go Councilman Vaccaro.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. Just a couple of quick announcements. Just a reminder that our Independence Day celebration is this Monday, July the 3rd. Alvin P. Williams Park is closed until 4 o'clock. But just a reminder to all of our residents there on Cliff Road and the surrounding areas that that is a pretty busy day, and to a certain extent we do recognize that it is somewhat of an inconvenience. But our police department does a wonderful job of being out there and guiding the residents and the people, and it's a pretty quick exit. Also, in the same area, a few days later on Thursday is the Run for Pizza, which is a qualifying run, a 4-mile run in that area of town. That should take a total of about an hour and a half. And again, thank you to the police department. That is Thursday, July the 6th, and registration starts at 5:30 in the park, and the race starts at 7. So it's about an hour and a half maximum. Registration for that run is still available. Just a reminder again, for 4th of July, don't go to the park until 4 o'clock. Friday at the Community Center is the kickoff for the New Jersey Senior Olympics. It's kind of the big press conference at 11 a.m. at the Community Center. The Senior Olympics themselves for the 11th year in a row is September 8th, 9th, and 10th. And local residents still have an opportunity to save $25 to register. You can register for 3 events for $5, so that's a big savings. That's all I have, Council President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman De Jesus.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I just have one announcement. The main library will have a summer reading kickoff party to celebrate Amazon's donation of 75 Kindles to the library on Thursday, July 6th at 10:45 in the morning. The Kindles will be made available to circulate for summer reading participants of all ages. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 2, I'm happy to announce that Kim and Amanda are back to complete the last phase of the underpass mural. Work is scheduled to begin tomorrow. We'll be looking for volunteers between July 10th and July 21st in the morning. It's a great opportunity to bring your children up, have the kiddies be a part of history. And my agenda is in order. Happy 4th to everybody. Be safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Patel.
Yes, thank you, Council President. My agendas are in order, but I would like to congratulate this graduating class of 2017. I was at JFK High School, I think, Principal Salento did an extraordinary great job for the ceremony. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mitch?
Thank you, Mr. President. The only item I want to make a comment on is 1A, just to explain that for a moment. This is a new type of person-to-person transfer that's coming before you. The Division of Taxation is making a change in how they have liquor licenses individually held. So they're moving away from being held in the individual's name and putting them into a corporation or an LLC. So that's why you see that. We should probably have this moved probably at the next meeting, but it's just a process we're going to go through.
Okay.
There's going to be more to come. This is the first of a few.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now let's go to administration. Mr. Landolfi.
Thank you, Council President. I previously mentioned where our COA issue is, so I'm not going to go over that. Under agenda items, we're going to request an agreement with the County of Middlesex for the installation of preemption signalization at the Woodbridge Center Drive intersections. We're going to request an ordinance to amend our flood damage prevention ordinance. That's basically to bring us in conformity with the state development standards that have been established. We'll have a housekeeping ordinance to bring our codification into conformance with the way we currently are structured at the Insurance Commission. We're also going to request an operating agreement to enter into a grant agreement with New Jersey Transit. Also have, again, a couple of housekeeping resolutions, a refund for tax overpayment, a refund of state tax appeal, cancellation of taxes. Under police and for Director Hubner, he will be requesting some amendments to several traffic ordinances at the next meeting. And that's all both administration and police have this evening, Council President.
Okay, thank you. We'll now go to the Health Department. Mr. Green.
Thank you, Council President. I just one item tonight. It's our annual Municipal Alliance grant in the amount of $85,447. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Now we'll go to Recreation. Mr. Simaluka.
Nothing this evening. Thank you, Council President.
Go to Planning and Development. Ms. Levesky.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to our standard biweekly refunds, we also have the Community Development Block Grant Annual Action Plan for 2017. That'll be in front of you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now go to Public Works. Mr. Henry.
Thank you, Council President. I have three resolutions requesting New Jersey Department of Transportation to perform engineering study and to make improvements to traffic signals at the intersection of Middlesex Essex Turnpike and Southwood, the intersection of Route 9 and Main Street, Route 27 and Green Street, Middlesex Essex Turnpike, Oak Tree Road, and North Avenue. Thank you.
Thank you. Legal.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.